Hey everyone, welcome back to RJK English. Today we're going to look at two videos. I will put their links in the description. The one, Rachel, she's a very good, she has very good videos and you should check her out. We're going to talk about stress-timed language of English. And this is why it's so hard to understand native English speakers when they speak. I'm going to show you first these sentences here. So this is from another explanation of stress-timed language. So here we have dogs chase cats. That's 3 words, right? Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words. And what I'm going to tell you is this is the key to understanding English as it's spoken and how to speak it. All of these are said in the same amount of time. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate this and then explain a little bit. Then we're going to look at Rachel's video, and I'm going to intervene in it in order to talk a little bit there. Okay, so dogs chase cats. Okay, so I'm going to clap to show you the time that it takes to say these, and I'll try to say it in regular time. Dogs chase cats. Now, the dogs chase cats. Notice how I used the at the beginning, but very unemphasized, and I used the same amount of time. Dogs chase cats. The dogs chase cats. The dogs chase the cats. The dogs will chase the cats. The dogs will be chasing the cats. It all takes the same amount of time because English is a stress-timed language. These 3 words, dogs, chase, and cats, are content words. The other words are function words within the sentence. And in those function words, they exist as a unit and they get smushed together. So when I say the dogs will be chasing, I go will be really quickly together, will be chasing the cats. They're almost like dogs, chase, and cats are almost like islands sticking out of the ocean. Okay, you have 3 islands there. Dogs chase cats. The other words are on the ocean between those. If you can see my board up here, you can see that I have three, you probably can't see me. I have 3 islands. I going store. I am going to the store. We're going to see this on Rachel's video. That's the key to understanding. It's about this. It's almost like a metronome we have in our head, and we know when we need to rush through things. Okay, so let's go to Rachel's video. We're actually going to watch this the whole way through. Okay.
American English pronunciation video, we're going to go over why some words sound different when they're said on their own than they do when they're said as part of a sentence, like for, fur. People think when they're studying a language and they're new to it that they need to pronounce each word fully and clearly in order to be well understood. But in English, that's actually not the case. English is a stress-timed language. That means some syllables will be longer and some will be shorter. Many languages, however, are syllable-timed, which means each syllable has the same length.
So that probably is what your language is. Your language is probably syllable-timed. So when you would say, I am going to the store, you would say it like this: I am going to the store. For English speakers, this sounds strange because the main words are I, going, and store. And so we rush through, I am going to the store. Okay, so it sounds strange to us to pronounce everything the same. When you get to that unemphasized section, the pronunciation of the words changes because we're mashing them together.
Examples of syllable-timed languages: French, Spanish, Cantonese. So when an American hears a sentence of English, with each syllable having the same length. It takes just a little bit longer to get the meaning. This is because we are used to stressed syllables, syllables that will pop out of the line because they're longer and they have more shape. Our ears, our brains go straight to those words. Those are the content words.
So we are listening for the content words as native English speakers. I going store. I am going to the store. We're listening for those content words, like looking at islands out on the ocean. We're not looking at the ocean, we're looking at the islands. And so all we need to do is get a gist of what those content words are in order to really make sense of the sentence.
When all syllables are the same length, then there's no way for the ear to know which words are the most important. So this is why stress is so important in American English. It's a stress-timed language. When you give us nice shape in your stressed syllables, you're giving us the meaning of the sentence. This means that other syllables need to be unstressed, flatter, quicker.
Unstressed, flatter, quicker, just like the ocean versus an island. The ocean is flat.
So that the stressed syllables are what the ear goes to. This is why it's so important to reduce function words that can reduce in American English. When those function words are part of a whole, part of a sentence, they are pronounced differently. Let's look at some examples. Did.
Can you understand what she's saying? Dither. So I, as a native English speaker, don't understand it either. That's what she's pointing out. Dither. And she does it brilliantly. You should check her out. Dither. It's going to make sense in a second.
Do you know what I'm saying? A native speaker might not either. But in the context of a sentence, I'm going to the store.
That is literally how we say it. She's not overemphasizing. Here, I'll say it now. I'm going to the store. I'm going to the, and this is a schwa. This schwa is, it's not like in but. It's this, I'm totally relaxed here in my mouth. I'm not going like this, nothing. I just go, It's all about here. I release the air. The. It allows us to say things quickly. I'm going to the store. I'm going to the store. See how, listen, if I pronounce it fully, it's hard. I'm going to the store. If you say it like this, people are, if you watch Big Bang Theory, the joke about the main guy, I forget what his name is that he pronounces everything like this because he is very exact, and it's very funny to listen to. So I'm going to the store. A
native speaker would know exactly what I was saying. I'm going to the store. I'm going to the store. When to the is pronounced da. Reduced and linked, going and store become the obvious words in that sentence.
The going and store are emphasized now. You are de-emphasizing others. Just like when you have a wedding, the bride looks the best, right? And the other people are reduced so that the bride sticks out. Same thing with this.
What about kaza?
So I didn't know this either until I watched it.
Can you understand what I'm saying? A native speaker might not either. But in the sentence fragment, 'cause of my job.
This is exactly how I say it. If you ask me, Alex, why are you so stressed? I'd say, 'cause of my job, 'cause of my job, 'cause of my. I think why we say 'cause instead of because or because is because be in because is unemphasized. The word isn't because, it's because. And so it drops off. 'Cause 'cause of my job, 'cause of my job. And I even say "m," 'cause of my job, because I want to rush through those, 'cause of my job.
Because of my job. A native speaker would know exactly what I was saying because, unstressed, Bob is able to really jump out of the sentence. Because of my job. This is really of primary importance in American English pronunciation. As you're working on pronunciation, keep in mind this idea of a word being part of a whole. The word for. Part of a whole becomes for. For.
Totally.
For you.
What can I do for you? You'll hear this all the time in an American store. For me, I want this. For you, what are you going to do for her? Oh, you're buying something for your girlfriend. What are you going to get for her? For. Notice it's not an it's an It's this schwa again.
For me. For dinner. Practice it this way. Drill it over and over. Other words that can reduce and can become n.
And things. Here, I'm putting my tongue ready for the N sound, the right? And then I'm going to let the sound out here, not moving my lips or anything. Listen. That's how we do it. Same with is when we cut that down. Is. That is going to be $20. That is That's how we make that sound, and that is the schwa, that unemphasized sound.
Them can become them or
Hey, tell him. What are you going to tell him? It's
At can become it.
Just like and is, you can go it. Tell it to them. Tell it to him. Tell it to him. Tell it to them.
To can become t or d. Can become can.
What can I do for you? It can be done. It can be done.
Are can become
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it?
Was can become
was. I was gonna go all the time. I said
that can become that.
That's the schwa. That. I know that you want to go to the store, but you can't do it.
That your can become your. At the can become at the.
We went to the county fair. At the county fair, I had a I don't know, a funnel cake. We say this at the.
And so on. So keep an eye out for this as you're.
So my suggestion to you is that you listen to some English speakers now that you have heard this. Now that you know that we can say long sentences sometimes in the same amount that we say a small sentence, that you know that sometimes we rush through things, that we can know that we can say the. Listen now to some English speakers and mirror what they say exactly as they say it, even if you don't understand it, and you're going to start getting this. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. I will link these guys in my description. Make sure to check them out. And make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.